I think that I think that the entrepreneurial engagements that we have can definitely use an upgrade. Uh, so we have the basically three ways in which we engage entrepreneurs. We have the consultation that goes along with giving entrepreneurs a business plan, which I think is a terrible uh, way to engage entrepreneurs, especially in this new technologically enabled world in which you combine technology with a new idea and you give an entrepreneur a business plan that just makes a bunch of assumptions. I don't think that is a very helpful document because in this new world, the world of innovation, experiments need to be made, and the business plan just doesn't. It's just not a tool for that, you know. And I think that what we have, the other entrepreneurial engagement we have, is a pitch deck, which is basically a presentation of some of the same elements that a business plan has, but it's a presentation of it that it's an easier form and it's something that you could update and change. And so it somewhat allows for somewhat of experimentation with it, the pitch deck and pitch competitions. But I think that pitch competitions that we have are really just, I think they're really programs that we do because we wish we could create an accelerator process, but we might not be able to, or we don't have the resources to. So I look at pitch competitions as really just, we're aspiring to be an accelerator. We're aspiring to create an accelerator process. So this accelerator process that we have is definitely proven to be the best entrepreneurial engagement that we have right now. And I think ever since 2004 with Y Combinator, Paul Graham has proven or showed us that organizing a community of entrepreneurs, having them in a room, having them together in the creation stage or development stage to help each other overcome challenges and to also have other business mentors there to to tell stories about how they had to overcome challenges and share stories about the difficulty in growing their business and the difficult path in entrepreneurship, and also to just give them tips on maybe how an industry works or how to enter an industry successfully, and training, resources, all of those different things. Having a community of entrepreneurs has proven to be the model. And when we look at across our entrepreneurial ecosystem, we've seen that we really just have duplicated this model. We've duplicated the accelerator model, and this model has gone all around the world. I often, see beautiful things all across the world. These wonderful startup communities that are created that designed to help and support entrepreneurs. And so we basically have these three entrepreneurial engagements: the business plan, the pitch competition, and the accelerator process. And the accelerator process has proven to be the best out of all of them. But there's just one major flaw of this system, and that is that we have to really be honest about this. And that is that the accelerator model, the accelerator system, is really a wealth creation system. It's not an economic development system. And I think that this is where we've got lost in being enamored by everything that's been going on through this new system. Because when we look at the top startup ecosystems in the world, we can see as they grow, so does social inequality. So as our top startup ecosystems grows, so does social inequality. And I know this is very, eye-opening to a lot of us because I think that we all kind of have this collective vision of what the future should be and how technology is going to help us to self-actualize ourselves as a human species and to create this new world of equity, of access, of wellness, of prosperity. I think that we all somewhat have this collective vision of that, and that many of us have gotten involved in this world of entrepreneurship and startups because that's what we believe. We know that entrepreneurship is a part of that story that's going to bring mankind into this new era of of prosperity. But if we're being honest, what we have is a wealth creation system and not a economic development system. So what I'm proposing, what I've been, preaching, what I've been putting out there, what I've been working on, what I've been developing is an inclusive system of economic development. So I'm proposing that we engage entrepreneurs in five design thinking entrepreneurial engagement strategies that not only help them to develop their business, but also help to design a future economy. Now, I know that, when I say a future economy, many of us are highly skeptical, highly skeptical of, when I say design a future economy, I sound like a crazy man. I get it. But the reason why I sound crazy is because you're still stuck in your programming. You're still stuck in the current world. My mind has moved on and I have a greater vision of what the new world is going to be. We've had the accelerator process itself is somewhat of an exclusionary system. It really just chooses people that, that are going to be a part of it. Everyone can participate. It chooses the best, the brightest, and many of, we pride ourselves off of that. The best and the brightest will be a part of this, and then, everyone else, it. But from the very start of our own accelerated process, by having this exclusionary system and having this system that is supercharges their success, which is supercharging wealth creation among the startups and the investors. We're part of what's driving this social inequity. As these top startup entrepreneurial ecosystems grows, so does social inequality. And it is happening because a part of the system that we've created is an exclusionary type of system. And it is a system in which we create winners and losers. Those startups become the winners. Everybody else who doesn't get to be a part of those programs, not everybody, some people are going to succeed regardless. But, and this has become the model. So, what model is there for entrepreneurs who are not a part of those programs, who don't get into those programs? So we need to add an element to our entrepreneurial engagement. As well as having our startups, we also need to have an inclusive model. And we can do this through design thinking. Through design thinking, we could engage an unlimited amount of entrepreneurs, and we could turn those communities into collaborative engines in which people are helping each other. And so that the community is using these different design thinking strategies that can help entrepreneurs validate their customers and their problem. They can help entrepreneurs brainstorm product solutions, customer experience, marketing approaches that will help entrepreneurs validate their early ideas, that will help entrepreneurs overcome design challenges, that will help entrepreneurs get important industry connections by virtue of being a part of this collaborative community. We could engage an unlimited amount of entrepreneurs. And not only can we engage them in this collaborative process to give them help to design their businesses, but we could also cross-collaborate with them to design joint initiatives among, entrepreneurs who have similar target demographics that is going to help them to become somewhat of a traction channel to help them to all get more customers, but also provide beautiful, wonderful customer cultural experiences in our locale. And so, and then, and in that process, once we develop the infrastructure around it, leave it open so that other entrepreneurs who come along who have those similar target demographics can be ushered into those groups who are servicing the community in that way. So what I'm proposing is that we don't get rid of our accelerator programs, but we add another entrepreneurial engagement, a pre-accelerator program, a inclusive program that engages all entrepreneurs and turns a community into a collaborative engine using design thinking in which entrepreneurs could get the support, resources, training, help they need through the collaborative engine, the collaborative community engine that we create, that we are not only going to help them to design their businesses, but also to design a future economy. Thanks so much for taking the time to listen. I'll be back with more things to share. Have a wonderful day. Peace.